Here I am, folks, in my back alley dojo. Sitting here on a Sunday afternoon, August. What did I say? It's the 23rd. It's thought I might start this channel because, like I said, a friend of mine suggested this to me. Start a martial arts channel on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. So this is it. I'm gonna give you a brief rundown of my history in the martial arts. Okay, I started when I was like 9. Yeah, the guy who taught me was a guy who worked with my father. His nickname was Creasy. Kind of hard to believe because, you know, in the Karate Kid, John Kreese was a Cobra Kai instructor. I'm not making this up, though, okay? Anyway, I started taking lessons from him, self-defense, basically. You know, against punches and kicks, stuff like that, and people grab, you know. And I started taking formal lessons from a guy named David Sims. He was a tough guy. This guy used to break bricks with his head. This man, woo, he made me. So it's like, hey, that's who I want to kick it with. So we kicked it for a while. I was under him off and on. Never got any belt rank, but I was here with him off and on for like maybe a year. I wasn't looking for any belt rank. I was just looking for something to learn, you know. We did a lot of yoga exercises and taekwondo and a few other martial arts. I met my present instructor, which is Sensei Red, back then when I was training under Mr. Sims. He was a brown belt at the time. He was kickboxing. At the time, I didn't know anything about what he was doing. All I know is he came in class one day, him and Mr. Sims sparred, and after that, I hadn't seen him for like another 3 or 4 years, and I started taking lessons under him. Through him, I met a guy named Steve Warner, and Steve Warner used to be in the police department in Terre Haute. He was a black belt under, I think it was Hannes Kwok, who used to be here. Mr. Warner had he had a lot of self-defense and some karate kicks. Yeah, I think he also tried his hand at kickboxing also. I never knew what his record was, just like I don't know what my sensei's record was. All I know is when Sensei went out, had to go for a fight, I was a little moving punching bag, and he came back a winner. Me and my buddies, I used to work out with Steve Grady, Warren Parks, Gary Lloyd, Dan Butler. We were Sensei Red's full contact kickboxing crew from 1981, last of 81 to like 1986, I think it was. Rest in peace, Warren. He was a tough guy. He was a very tough guy. Had a mean spinning back fist. He was a powerful man. Steve Grady was a quick guy. He was real quick with his hands and feet. Danny and Gary were, you know, about medium, about the same as I. You know, we all had our goods and bads, just like anybody else. But I went 3-0 until I had to retire because I busted my ankle playing some stupid street football. Other than that, I had a good time. I taught for the young Olympians out of Y. Used to be up on 6th in Ohio. Behind, used to be Ladino Chapel. We set beside it, which is also behind the library where Wiley High School used to be. But now the Y is gone. I taught at Rise Hall Youth Center, taught at High Community Center. I taught in parks. And my nickname came from me working out and teaching people in the park, the back alley ghetto sensei, back alley dojo. Someone called me Mr. Back Alley Kung Fu. You know, at first I was mad, but then I got to accepting it for the simple fact that this is where I am, this is what I do, and this is me, the martial arts, back alley Kung Fu. Back alley is any backyard, any place. To me, it's any place outside of a dojo is back alley. Kung Fu is skills, so back alley skills. It's like basically street martial arts. It's martial arts with street techniques, street smarts. Main thing, you got to know how to be smart in the street. If a dude is bigger than you, you try to walk away. If you're outnumbered, you try to walk away. Try your best to walk away, because the hardest thing to do is to walk away from a jail cell. But I always say it's not what the person in front of me can do to me that keeps me from fighting. It's what I can do to them that keeps me from fighting. So, with that in mind, I'm going to end this intro and say welcome to Brian Ellington Sr.'s martial arts channel here on YouTube. And you'll see me doing more martial arts in here and breaking down things that I think, sometimes, people just don't believe it, so they got to try for themselves. So, anything I show you in here that you don't believe, just hook up with somebody and go through these techniques. I'm starting messing with Tai Chi and things like that. Got a couple buddies that Jeet Kune Do and Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I'm getting choked out probably. But anyway, I'm going to break down some Taekwondo forms and 7-star praying mantis forms. Go through a couple techniques from the Yang style Tai Chi form. And Bagua, Xingyi, stuff like that. That's what I like, different martial arts. I'm not a linear person. I am not a square. I'm not a circle. I am like a kid's first drawing from mom and daddy. I'm a scribble picture of martial arts. What I mean by that is it goes here, there, and it crisscross everywhere. And sometimes they don't make sense, and sometimes they do. Like Bruce Lee said, reject that as useless. Absorb that as useful. So, with that in mind also, let me end this and keep checking in on me. Back out of dojo, like I say, call me the Ghetto Sensei, Brian Ellington Sr. Farewell for now.